Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here with my first Modern Horizons 3 Collector Booster Box. Now this particular box I purchased from my local game store for $399.99. Thankfully, the prices on these have gone up. The current market price is around $415 on TCG Player. So I got a really good deal because I also got a foil Retroframe Flusterstorm as a buy a box promo. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and crack this thing open. I'm going to put the prices of all the rares and mythics on the screen. And then at the end of the video, we'll do an MTG box analysis where I'll go over coverage of the set, duplication, coverage by rarity, total value of the set as of release day, and then the actual observed value, and we'll see how we did. Now do keep in mind that these boxes only contain 180 cards. And since this box was 400 bucks, I got to make sure I get about $2 worth of value out of every single card in order to break even. So let's see if we can do that. So we're going to take our time. This is my first collector booster box. I have opened up some pre-release kits, so I've got sort of a feel for the set. And of course, as I'm sure all of you have, I've watched a few other YouTubers. All right, so we're going to start off with an Electrozoa coming in foil, followed by a Fanged Flames. Then we're going to see ourselves a Fetid Gargantua with a Gift of the Viper. Then we've got ourselves a Wormcoil Larva, followed by an Indebted Spirit. And then we're going to see ourselves an Angel of Ruins with a Full Art Plains. Directly behind that, skipped a card. We got ourselves a non-foil Retroframe Victimize coming in. And then we're going to see ourselves the Snow-Covered Wastes. Very cool. And then we've got ourselves a Winter Moon coming in as our main set standard frame rare, followed by a Localized Destruction from the Commander subset. And then we're going to see Arna Keterid Sky Captain coming in as a Mythic Borderless. Very cool. And then directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Cathalonian Nightmare coming in Retroframe. I'm going to have to make some extra room for the piles. And then we're going to have ourselves a foil Retroframe Dress Down, followed by a Phyrexian Germ and an Angel Token. All right, so there you go. That is my first collector booster pack of Modern Horizons 3. So let's keep cracking. Go ahead and put the Snow-Covered Waste right there. Pretty sure that's going to have a little bit of value, even though it is just an uncommon. Sometimes these collector packs just don't want to open. All right, here we go. We got ourselves a Nyxborn Hydra, followed by a Dog Umbra. Then we're going to see a Cerilius Sentry, followed by a Wingit. Then we've got an Urza's Cave. This has a little bit of value for us. Then we're going to see a Territory Color with Razor Grass Ambush as our flip card with a Full Art Forest. Then directly behind that, we're going to see an Unholy Heat coming in as a non-foil retro with an Accursed Marauder coming in as our foil retro. Then we've got our Spy Master's Vault, followed by Sphinx of Revelation coming in from the Commander subset, with an Amphibian Downpour coming in as an extended art rare. And then we're going to see ourselves a very beautiful Ruby Medallion. That looks awesome. Love the artwork on that. And then directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Shifting Woodland coming in as an extended art foil rare in the back. And then an Eldrazi Spawn with Fanatic of Ronus coming in as a token. All right, are we hitting the $2 mark? That is kind of the question. You'll know because you'll see it in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. I won't know, but I'm hopeful. All right, so we got a Rosecott Knight, followed by a Faithful Watchdog. Then we're going to see Breathe Your Last, followed by Galvanic Discharge. Then we've got Planar Genesis, followed by Consigned to Memory with a Junk Diver. Then we're going to see ourselves Full Art Mountain with an Evolution Witness Retroframe non-foil with a Consuming Corruption Retroframe foil. And then we're going to see ourselves the Emerald Medallions, and now we're up to 2 medallions. Unfortunately, I think these are going to take a beating because of the reprints. And then we're going to see a Benathic Anomaly coming in from the Commander subset. Standard Frame Commander, very cool. Then we've got an Inverted Polarity as a rare extended art, followed by Ashling Flame Dancer coming in as a mythic retro frame non-foil. And then directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Flare of Cultivation coming in. A little hard to see that card, even in person. So not even just the camera is doing that. But that looks pretty cool. Then we get a Servo and a Cat Warrior. And I just noticed a little bit of extra glare coming in from our tokens, so we'll put those over there with the Flusterstorm. And then we'll just keep on rolling through. So let's hear some bragging rights in the comments. What's your best pull that you've gotten out of a pack of Modern Horizons, whether it be Play, Booster, or Collector? So we've got a Cranial Ram, followed by a Deceptive Landscape. Then we're going to see Kami of Jealous Thirst, followed by an Utter Insignificance. The Hunger Tide Rises with Shrieking Drake. Then we've got ourselves a Blood-Soaked Insight coming in as a flip card with a Swamp. And then we're going to see a Munitions Expert in non-foil retro frame with a Lion Umbra foil retro frame. A Strix Serenade as our main set rare, followed by a Gluttonous Hellkite coming in from the Commander subset. And then we're going to see Genku Future Shaper as a non-foil portrait borderless card. And then we're going to see Tamio Inquisitive Student coming in as a mythic extended art. Let's go ahead and flip that one over there. So this is not the textured foil. It's just non-foil printed. And then we're going to see our first etch of the box. We're going to see ourselves an M-Score Iron Eater coming in as an etch foil with a rat and a Phyrexian germ. All right, where am I going to put the etches? I've run out of piles. Here, let's put this guy here. Let's put that one there. And then let's just keep on going. Man, these packs. There we go. Like, I just want to rip them open, but at the same time, you got to remember these things are like 40 bucks a piece. So we got ourselves a Jolted Awake, followed by a Serum Visionary. And then we're going to see ourselves Wither and Bloom with a Bountiful Landscape. Then we've got a Muster the Departed, followed by Hope Ender Codal with a Glaring Fleshraker. Then we've got ourselves a Plains, followed by a Consuming Corruption coming in as a non-foil. We've already seen this retro frame. Then we're going to see ourselves a Hard Evidence in foil. And we're going to see a Disruptor Flute coming in as our main set rare. Followed by Omo, Queen of Vesuvia, coming in as a mythic from the Commander subset. Beautiful artwork. And right behind that, we're going to see ourselves an Obtruse Appropriation coming in as a rare extended art, with an Esper Sentinel coming in a retro frame. Very cool to see that. And then directly behind that, we're going to see Roshin Roaring Prophet coming in. Just a hilarious looking art card of art. And then an Eldrazi Spawn with a plant. I picked up one of those in one of my pre-release kits, the standard frame version, and just kind of like stared at the artwork for a few minutes and was like, okay. So that's where we are in the state of art. All right, this one kicks off with an Inventor's Axe. And then directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Shattered Landscape, followed by a Sneaky Snacker. And then we're going to see a Deem Inferior with a Reckless Pyrosurfer. Then a Wirewood Symbiote with a Fell the Profane with the Full Art Mountain. And our non-foil is going to be a Grim Servant, and our foil is going to be an Aether Spike with Recruiter of the Guard coming in as a main set foil rare. Very cool. And directly behind that, we're going to see Inversion Behemoth coming in from the Commander subset. So this is our second standard frame Commander with a Bloodstained Mire. Very nice to see that. Love to see those things in the extended art. All right, and then we're going to see ourselves a Warren Soul Trader in retro with a Flare of Duplication coming in as a foil retro in the back with a Servo and a Kraken token. So still only one etched foil for the box. That's a little surprising. Not surprising that we're not seeing any textured foils. I wasn't expecting to see one of those in my first box opening, which is why I've got a few more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch me crack them all open and then compare them at the end. So we got an Inspired Inventor, followed by a Writhing Chrysalis. Then we've got a Sage the Unknowable, followed by a Solstice Zealot, Wasescape Battle Mage with Static Prison. Then we're going to see a Charitable Levy with the Plains. Our non-foil retro is going to be Tune the Narrative, followed by a Monstrous Vortex. And then we're going to see ourselves Guide of Souls coming in as our main set rare with Siege Gang Lieutenant. And then we're going to see the Sapphire Medallion coming in the extended art treatment. Very cool. Love the artwork on those. And then we're going to see a Necro Dominance coming in retro frame. This is a tremendous hit for us. Awesome. And directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Flare of Denial with an Eldrazi Spawn and an Insect. All right. So far, I think we're doing okay. I think we might be a little bit under the $200 mark, but who knows? There could be a giant hit in here. Maybe a special guest that's going to take us over the top. So we've kept Temperamental Oozewag coming in. Say that 5 times fast. Followed by a Conduit Goblin. Then we're going to see Tune the Narrative. Followed by a Void Pouncer with an Amped Raptor. Then we get a Phyrexian Ironworks with a Sundering Eruption coming in. Then we're going to see ourselves an Island. And our non-foil is going to be a Lion Umbra with a Tune the Narrative coming in foil. And then we're going to see a Flare of Duplication coming in as our main set rare. Followed by Lay's Top Quarry coming in from the Commander subset. Don't know much about that land, but it's a rare land, so I love it. Then we get the Necro Bloom coming in as an extended art non-foil rare with Flare of Fortitude. Look at that artwork. That is awesome. And then directly behind that, we're going to see the Harbinger of Seas as a foil extended art with a servo and a zombie token. All right, moving into our next pack. We are down to 4 packs. So we've already gone through 8 packs. Nope, don't want to force it. There we go. All right, this one is going to kick off with a Molten Gatekeeper, followed by a Drossclaw. Then we're going to see the Warp Tusker, followed by a Contaminated Landscape, Bespoke Battle Wagon, Pyretic Rebirth. Then we're going to see the Cephalopid Coliseum, followed by the Mountain. Our non-foil retro is going to be Null Elemental Blast, followed by Priest of Titania coming in foil. Very cool to see that. And then we get an Urza's Incubator coming in. Very cool. And then we've got ourselves a Chittering Dispatcher from Commander, followed by a Wooded Foothills, our second fetch land. Very cool. And then we're going to see ourselves a Retro Polluted Delta. Awesome. That's going straight in the book. And then right in the back, we're going to see ourselves a special guest Foil Endurance coming in. Look at that. That is very nice. That is a textured foil. Whoa. I didn't realize that. Let me see if I can get that just right. Yeah, that is a textured foil Endurance special guest. I don't know much about the textured foils in the special guest slot, so we're going to put that one right up top. Awesome. And then we get a spawn and a copy token. All right. Let me just clean up my piles just a little bit here so I can make some room for all the goodness that's yet to come. Still got 3 packs to go. Tons of value. I'm really curious to look up that endurance right now, but I will wait. It's on your screen, so you know about it. I'll save the joy for later. All right, moving into our next pack here. This one's going to kick off with a Seething Landscape, followed by a Siege Smash, an Obstinate Gargoyle, and a Cursed Marauder, followed by a Grim Servant. Then we've got an Essence Reliquary, Mindless Conscription with the Forest. Our non-foil retro is an Aether Spike, followed by a Grim Servant as our foil. And then we're going to see an Obtruse Appropriation coming in as our main set rare, followed by... what do we got? Satya Aetherflux Genius coming in from the Commander subset as a mythic non-foil extended art. And then we're going to see an Arena of Glory with a Psychic Frog coming in. Very cool to see that. Love the artwork on that. And then we're going to see an Obtruse Appropriation coming in foil extended art with a Germ and a Worm. The Germ Worm. All right, 2 more packs to go. Then we'll jump into that MTG Box Analysis. and see how we did. All right. This pack starts off with a Riddlegate Gargoyle. Then we're going to see a retrofitted Transmogrant, an Expel the Unworthy, with an Evolution Witness, a Furnace Hellkite, followed by a Nadler's Nightblade. Then we've got a Suppression Ray with the Swamp. And directly behind that, we're going to see a Sling Gang Lieutenant, followed by an Evolution Witness. And then we're going to see Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury as a mythic from the main set coming in. And directly behind that, we're going to see a Tarmogoyf Nest. Don't want to run across one of those. And then we're going to see an Echoes of Eternity coming in. Very cool. I really do like that artwork. And directly behind that, we're going to see a Ladomri Corvectol coming in at a green. Not sure if I really love the portrait style framework from Commander Masters. I think I like the standard frame a little bit better, but that's okay. This is a really good hit from the set. But awesome to see that. And then directly behind that, we're going to see Flage, Titan of Fury as our second etch foil. Nice to see a mythic in that slot. And then we're going to see ourselves a Servo with a Fox token. All right, so that takes us to our final collector booster pack, and then we'll jump into the MTG box analysis. I do encourage you to stay tuned to that. So basically a 2-minute wrap-up of the box openings. This way we have a true understanding of all 180 cards that we saw, plus our 12 tokens. So we got a Horrific Assault, followed by a Nyxborn Unicorn, a Thriving Sithclaw, followed by a Foreboding Landscape. And then we're going to see ourselves an Emissary of Soulfire, with a Royal Cartographer. Then we've got a Drowner of Truth with an island. Directly behind that, we're going to see a Jolted Awake with a Nesting Grounds coming in. And our main set rare is going to be a Dreamtide Whale, followed by an Angelic Aberration coming in from the Commander set with Harbinger of the Seas. And then we're going to see ourselves a White Orchid Phantom coming in, extended art rare. And our last card is going to be a foil extended art Bloodstained Mire with an Eldrazi Spawn and a Gremlin token. All right, so give me just a moment. I'll get it all sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.